Hello and welcome to another episode on TAMS Academy. Today we're going to be looking at TAMS membership. Now, if you've watched our other videos, you have already seen how to log into your account, how to sign into your account. So today we're going to go straight into TAMS membership. Now, when you sign in, you see your workspace. This is what your workspace looks like. Depending on your plan, your workspace might look different. If you are on the root plan, you would see ministry profile. If you're on the sprout plan, you see ministry profile and ministry structure. All that are under ministry hub. Then if you want to access the TAMS membership, you come here and click membership. And it will bring you straight to this particular view. So let's do a brief tour on TAMS membership module. This is the members. This page, this particular button shows you all the details that you see right now. This is the total members in your church. This is where you see them. This is total numbers pending approval. That's the number of people pending approval from this particular page here. This is number total that is active. So members are either active or inactive. You can make some that are inactive, and I'll show you how to do that. It is a button on their profile. Then this is the total number of leaders you have in your church. This is approved. These are the number of people that have approved into your database. And these are the number of people that are pending, approval. So we're going to do a small demo on how to approve people from there. This is, you can search members on this button. You can see the different types of members here. You can also select genders here and then marital status. Okay, so the first thing is to add a member. You can either add a member from this button or from this button. You can also import members. That is, if you have an Excel sheet, you can just click here and follow the instructions. That the required columns are first name and last name, but you can add any of all these columns and upload your data straight into the database. You can also export, so you can click here to export either as Excel or CSV file of all of your members. Here you can copy this link. This is an invite link, so once people want to join your database, you can copy this link, send it to their social media platforms or your chat groups, and they all can simply join your database that way. All right, so let's do that. Let's add a member through the invite link. You copy this link and you click here. So this is already an open page. You see the details, you see the secure registration, you see your logo, and you simply add your details. So you start here. First name, let's say for the purpose of this training, let's say Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, we'll say Elizabeth George. Their preferred name, so this is a female. Let's say January 12th is their birthday. And they are single. If they are single, you click single. If they are married, it would ask you for their wedding anniversary. If you notice, the birthday only asks you for day and month. Same with the wedding anniversary, day, month, and day and month as well. So let's say 1st of February is their wedding anniversary. Their email, we can say Elizabeth. Let's say Lizzie at email.com. Phone number, we can say 09012364567. So this clearly shouldn't be anyone's number, right? You can just, yeah. Okay. We hope this is nobody's number. This is just for the purpose of demonstration only. Then you can select the occupation, let's say doctor, the emergency contacts. This information is so that we have an emergency contact of that particular member for in case of emergencies. So let's say Mr. George is this person's emergency contact's name, and their phone number is 9012344567. Yeah. Okay. And then the relationship says spouse. and the address, you can leave that, you can fill that in or you can leave that blank. Now, discipleship level. So we want to also know the discipleship level of this particular member. So we can say this person is foundation school and they had their foundation school last year. So let's say last year. Let's move this up a bit. And say October 15th last year was when they completed their foundation school. They've also done maturity school. So it depends on your church. It depends on how your church, the academy or the discipleship level of your church. So let's say December 30th was their last year was they completed the academy for discipleship. So you just have that information. You're also going to see this information on the person's database. Next, we select the person's department. So let's say Miss Lizzie is in hospitality department. And here you can also select their cells. So you can select their department, select their cell as well. And they are joining, this is when they joined the church or the dates they're joining this database, because we want to also celebrate them from time to time. You're going to see all of this under communication. So make sure you watch the next video after membership. It's going to tell you how to send messages to the men, women of different categories from the TAMS module. So let's say today is the day they are joining the database, and then you submit. Now, this person has been submitted, and we're going to see their details here. So let's click on pending link. So you can see Elizabeth George has joined their different church. So has joined our database. So we can check, view, and let's see. So this is Elizabeth's, her details, email, location. She didn't put an address. This is her membership detail. So this is her birthday. She's married. This is her wedding anniversary. Okay. So this is our emergency contacts, the relationship of our emergency contacts, and all of that. So every information you see here that says not provided, are also part of the individual's membership data. Now, because the information for a particular member's profile is quite lengthy, we decided to make very essential information available through the link, and then other informations can be filled out or filled in at the member's profile. Okay, so yes, you can see foundation school dates, maturity school dates, and all of that information. So we can either approve. If you click on reject, it will tell you this removes the pending registration and deletes the member record for George Elizabeth. They can register again using the public link if needed. So no, we're not rejecting them. We are approving them. And once they are approved, they move away from the pending link and they join your membership database. That's simple. All right. So let's look at, you can come here and view Elizabeth's information just as it is. And you can also click on edit to edit or delete to delete that particular contact. Now let's look at how to add a member from the membership module. So you can add first name, last name, just the same way we've done. So you've noticed there's some questions on the form from add new member that is different from the membership link, and that's because the questions here are a lot. And so even though the members wants to update, they can always update their records from the membership module that's using the membership admin. The membership admin can updates their records, or their cell leaders who also have access to their membership records can also update their details. So first name, last name, all that information, contacts, the phone number, WhatsApp number, alternative number, emails, nearest bus stop, their address, the family. So sometimes if the person is just a mom, if the person is a mom, how many children and who's a husband. If the person is a dad, the spouse, the name of their wife and the number of their children. You can see that these informations are not present on the membership form link You have occupation, work address, work phone. You have membership information. So you use a member, a leader, a worker as well. Then their cell, we can select their cell. Also, there was cell on the membership link form there. Then spiritual, just like salvation dates, that information is also on the link. But in case the person wants to update it, you can come here and update some that remember. Then the discipleship level. And so those are the questions. For more, you have educational level, school name, field. So all these information are present in case they are optional. They're not necessarily essential. The essential information are those that are present on the copy invite link. So yes, that is all for membership module. Watch the next video to learn about the other modules, communication, programs, any module that you would like to explore. And thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.